Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. It all depends on where you're coming from, right? So today is Thursday, hmm, July. Man, it'll be time for school to start here in Texas again. I just want to say good morning to everyone this morning. It is good. It is so good to be here. So good to be alive. So good to be know your name. Not just being here alive and well. That's what's important. Being alive and well. Alive and well, and everything's falling over. That's just great. Early in the morning, everything's falling over. We're here in Texas. It's 4 a.m. in the morning, and that's when I get up and I talk about as I have my notes, as I talk about calling out emotional abuse. Ah, this is a subject everyone, almost everyone, because maybe people are dealing with emotional abuse and don't even know it. So today's subject will affect millions of people across every culture, every generation, every religion. It doesn't matter. This topic is for you. This conversation is not about attacking people. This is about recognizing unhealthy behaviors, recognizing when people are trying to manipulate, and learning healthier ways to communicate. So, when I say unhealthy behaviors, whether you have experienced emotional abuse, and that's that silent abuse. When we think about emotional abuse, it's the silent one. It's the one where people try to control you, the one where people try to shame you, the one where people try to manipulate you, intimidate you, isolate you, or diminish you, make you feel like you're nobody, make you feel like another person's more worthy than you and you're not worthy. I mean, it's unlike physical abuse. Emotional abuse leave no scars. They're inner scars. They are invisible. Mm. Sometimes the bruises people cannot become or cannot see are the ones that take the longest to label or to heal. We don't think about emotional abuse. Yogi, I'm from Texas. Where are you from? I'm from I'm from Texas. Yes, yes. Um, and thank you for joining me on this morning. Because here it's 4 o'clock a.m. Well, it's 4:03 a.m. Okay. So sometimes the bruises people cannot see becomes the only one that takes time to heal. That is invisible. People can't see it. Sometimes we don't even recognize emotional abuse. So when I talk about that, and when I began to research it, I've been thinking emotional abuse. Yes, I have notes this morning. Yes, I'm looking at my notes because emotional abuse. This is very serious. Malaysia. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. What time is it in Malaysia? Hello, Collins. Hi. Um, oh, it's 5:03 here. And thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, at 4 o'clock in the morning here in Texas, I'm not getting ready to go to work right now. I'll just get up to talk about emotional abuse because that's something that I am learning that those words, and when people try to manipulate you and control you, they're emotional abusing you. We can identify the licks, but then the words that penetrate through our brain is kind of hard to identify. But you just know that didn't make me feel good. So we have to learn. The first step towards healing is learning to recognize what is happening. The truth brings awareness. Again, this is Tea in Truth with GloryD at 4 a.m. Texas time. Uh, Keisha Collins, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you called? Let me know if you're from Texas or where are you from? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, going live. Well, who was that asked me that? Yo, see, asked was going live. It's going live your dream. No, you wouldn't believe this. I was one of those one trapped in emotional abuse that felt like I wasn't even worthy of someone looking at my face and looking at me and me talking. That was not an option. So how did this happen? It happened when COVID came because I'm teaching at church and everything and couldn't go anywhere. So I had to learn how to build myself up. I had to learn how to build my own confidence up. So I thought if I get up earlier in the morning, it wouldn't be any people on here and I can always practice this confidence. So it took many years, many years, many years. No, 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 no. Going live was never an option for me because I never knew about going live. I learned that through COVID, when we were all trapped in the inside and couldn't go anywhere. So now I'm about bringing the truth of awareness. And this is Tea and Truth with GloryD, and I love it. Philip from Australia. Oh my. Is it cold? What's the weather like? Thank you so much for joining me. From Tennessee? Wow. Oh, yes, yes. You say you have a problem with, you can speak fluent English. That's good. Come on over here. We would love to see you in Texas. Texas have friendly people. Well, how can I say friendly when I'm learning about what? Emotional abuse. So we're going to look for the healthier choices so that we can heal that door. And when I say we, I'm just thinking about so many people that may be in the same predicament that I was. I never knew anything about emotional abuse. Isn't that something? Yeah, I never knew anything about that. Words, just words. What do you do with them? So, what does emotional abuse look like? It may sound like this. You'll never be good enough. No one else would want you. You're too sensitive. You're imagining things. That's not true. Or it'll never happen that way. It didn't happen like you said it was. You're always ruining everything. These statements slowly chips away at our confidence. Slowly, slowly, slowly until a person began to vanish within themselves. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Who said this? Philip said 457. Philip said he would rather, he says, he or she, I don't know, said, I would rather somebody beat me up than emotionally abuse me. See, thank you so much for sharing that with me because, I don't want nobody to beat me up because they're going to bruise my face. So I don't want them to beat me up or leave any beating on me at all. Then abuse me but emotional abuse come along that I didn't even know that it was emotional abuse until I started doing some research and looking up things and looking at these little words and I'm thinking, man, yeah, that's what that was. You're right, Phillips. Now that I know, I can agree with you. Man, I would rather people just leave me alone. Let me sit in my little shell. Let me sit with this and learn about it. So here I am over 50 thinking about, man, these words really hurt. For example, going to high school every day and you hear someone say, you look like a moose because your nose is so big. What, a moose? Well, then I wasn't going to fix my nose because that costs money. So I wasn't worried about that word right there. But then I did feel some type of way every time I look in the mirror. It didn't move. It's still there, So here we are, half of 100 thinking, over a half of 100 thinking, and what? Now I can say, and what? But back then, that hurt. That hurt. And your nickname, they call you Moose? They did not call me by my name. They called me Moose. So, those words stuck with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. And since you say you would rather for someone to bruise you than to destroy you emotionally, tell me some of the words that you have heard. I share with mine. So, calling something by its proper name removes some of its power. That's this proper name. My name not Moose. That's not the name my mama didn't birth me calling me Moose, but people can be so cruel. So it's okay. Now that I've learned, so now I'm trying to help everybody else. So watch out for these words because people try to hurt you with your words. So the point that I need for people to realize is we got to tell the truth. Truth is never meant to destroy anybody. Let's just tell the truth. I did not like that. And I will not tolerate you talking to me like that. Let's find a positive word to put in place of that negative reinforcement. Okay, Philip said, one thing that affected me a lot with my mother saying I was just like my father. But the truth was, I was nothing like him. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, yes, I heard that. I heard that all man, all of my life. You never be nothing, you never amount to nothing. You're just like your father. You know. So when I began to think about that, I say, well, my dad didn't drink or smoke. My dad traveled a lot. Maybe I am like my dad. My dad owned companies. He was an entrepreneur. Maybe I am like my dad. So I took the negatives and turned around to the positive, and that's how I'm here today. Because being self-employed, an employee, and helping people out in the community and showing up and don't need no accolades, don't need nobody to say, hey, there she is again. No, no, no. Maybe I am like my father because my father did spend a whole lot of time figuring out things on his own. What is a business plan? What is a P&L? What are the state rules? How do I maneuver this? How do I maneuver that? And also, my dad owned land, just like my father. So I pointed out the good thing about my father. So that made me happy. And guess what? I was able to tell my father, thank you so much. I am so glad that my mom, uh, I thought it was negative, but it's positive. I'm so glad that she told me I'm like you because guess what? Yes, I am an entrepreneur. Yes, I have my own land. Yes, I own my own. Listen at this. I'm a woman and I own my own church building. Ain't that something? Yes. So yes, and you know what else so good about that? As I get excited about thinking about emotional abuse, all those years, all those ringing that and trying not to be, but yet still following those same footsteps. So I can say that was genetic, predisposed in my bloodline to be an entrepreneur, to speak life into other people, to say those words may have burned me, but they didn't destroy me. So you can get burnt. But all it did was left that bruise, and that bruise healed over time, and the skinned back over. So guess what? Now I'm healthy and I'm alive, and I won't put my finger in that fire again. But I know that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes my parents was telling us that, listen, so that we wouldn't be like our father or our mother, and that we would find the best thing that we want inside of us. Thank you, Care Bear. Thank you for telling them so beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I need those positive words this morning. Yes, 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 yes. Care Bear say, get out, girl. Who be negative? Well, come to Texas. Well, yeah. Ain't nobody. You're right. Ain't nobody like what negative. Emotional abuse, you don't know you emotional abuse until you start doing the research. I didn't know those words mean nothing until I started doing the research about it. So now I'm able to tell the truth. My point number one is to tell the truth. T in truth with GloryD. T in truth. Uh, Truth is never meant to destroy people. Truth is meant to reveal what needs to change. What needed to change? I needed to think more. Take away the negative and start implementing more positive reinforcement in my own life in order to even be here. And even to be here, because listen, there were times if I saw these people talking back to me now and I'm trying to read, I would have exited off of YouTube Live, Facebook Live, because in order to be on YouTube, you at least have to have over 50 followers. So it took me a whole lot of practice to get to 50 followers. So I was so excited. So I was just so excited. So so you got to be honest with yourself to say those words hurt. But if you're a negative person, those words feel good to you, and somebody speak negative to you, and when you speak negative to someone else, you don't know that you're doing anything wrong. You don't know that you're emotionally abusing them, hollering at them, and voices loud like you on YouTube, trying to make sure everyone's able to hear you. So yeah. And now I'm trying to read. Ain't that something? Thank you, Philip. He said, please be respectful in the chat. And also, Care Bear says, truth is the beauty in everything. Who's strong enough to share it? That's the key thing. How do we tell someone close to us that, man, the words that you're saying are really destroying me? And we have to ask ourselves these questions. And I wrote them down. Do I constantly feel afraid to speak? That was me. Do I apologize for everything? That was not me. That was not me, because as I facilitate these classes, I found out that these classes are alcohol and drug education classes. Yeah. So as I facilitate those classes, I learned out that a person that apologizes all the time could be suffering from low self-esteem. That's another subject. Wow, we don't want to talk about that. Build yourself up. Do I feel smaller after every conversation? Oh, this was me. When I had to say yes. Do I constantly feel afraid to speak? Yes. Do I apologize for everything? Almost everything, not everything. Do I feel smaller after every conversation? Yes. So I just sit there and like, yeah, yeah. Am I constantly the blame for problems I did not create? Yes, I was. You hear what I say was? Past tense, because the present, I'm going up to it. No, I'm not listening to that negative stuff. No, I don't have to be around that. I'm moving on. No, no, it's my vocabulary now. No. And then guess what? I can say, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, no. I'm not going to do that. And then I put, if the answer is yes repeatedly, it deserves attention. So if you said yes to those things that I just talked about that I at the time, then guess what? We need to work on this every Thursday morning at 4:00 a.m. Texas time. Okay. Truth is not disrespect. Truth is clarity. How do we do this? Start keeping a journal. Write down the conversations. Write how the word felt towards you. When they said this to me, how did it make me feel? Okay, Philip says, I'm 27 now, but when I was 18, my life was a mess. And I never, ever thought that I would get through it. By the grace of God, I'm here today living a good life. This clap is for you. Yes. You recognize it at an early age. What? I was in my 40s when I began to recognize it. I'm clapping for you again. Yes, this clap is for everybody that recognized they were being emotional abused. Because I didn't. See how long it took me? Man, I'm closer to 80. Well, I'll say 70, okay. I'm closer to 70 than I am 21. Look how much time I lost. So here I am saying, don't be like me. Let's think about these emotional abuse words so you'll know how to shut them down. Got to shut these words down because it did affect me. It really did. Those words that I did not know about, but I felt it, try to change. And now, guess what I do now? Now I find myself trying to encourage people with positive words, saying choose love over choose love over emotional abuse. Choose love over attitude. Because when you love, you're not going to hurt a person, will you? Yeah, I know people say love does hurt, but love does heal as well. And you speak positive things. Thank you. Yes, Philip. Thank you. I learned no is a powerful word. I learned how to say that before. I was like, okay, okay. No, it's no. Thank you. And the next thing, Care Bear says, your words are really helpful. I'm 15. Oh my goodness. And I do have a journal that I write in because I'm too afraid to speak up. So I write it down to make me feel better. Man, 15 years old, already know about words. This clap is for you again. Because guess what? You know to write it down because every negative word that was said, you place it with a positive word to say that I am an overcomer. I am stronger today than I was yesterday. Your word helped me build me. Your words that you say that I change over from negative to positive, give me strength to keep on going. Give me strength to be a doctor, a physician. Give me strength to be a entrepreneur, to employ other people, have my own business, and they work for me while I go on cruises or whatever I decide to do. Your words give me strength to create a safe place for somebody else, to let them know that they're safe here. Your words created that I had to change because the word that Cara Bear said that she did was I had to write it down. And when you write stuff down, you begin to see, see, I wasn't even intelligent enough to write it down. First of all, I'm just now thinking about what it was. If someone would have told me, thank you so much. So now I can say, please write it down. Because once you write it down, you can throw it away. Because we have to encourage ourselves. And thank you. That's what you're doing. You are encouraging yourself. Not only are you encouraging yourself, you're encouraging me. Because guess what? 4 o'clock a.m. Texas time, and I have a 15-year-old on here that's saying that, you know what? People say negative words to me. I write them in my journal, and I change those words. Man, you're going to make me clap my head off. Thank you so much. Gamer Crunch, are you happy you're winning the electoral polls for British Parliament? Wow. I'm so busy trying to build up me. Man, that's a very strong question. Ooh. Ah, you know, I am. I am. I'll hug me for me. Thank you. This is my safe place. So yeah. So again, I come on at 4 o'clock a.m. Texas time to encourage someone about emotional abuse. I come on Friday morning, on Monday and Friday morning at 5 a.m. an hour later to say, let's do the wisdom. Let's tell the truth. It's called VOW, Voice of Wisdom. And you know what? These comments that are coming through today, I can say the voice of wisdom. It's 1 o'clock in the what? 1 a.m. and you're up, man. 1 a.m. here in Texas. I was asleep dreaming about what I'm gonna say. So when you write how you felt afterwards, those words would say, the pattern become easier to recognize when they're written instead of remembered. So you get rid of it. Point two, establish healthy boundaries. That's what I wasn't doing. I didn't know how to do it. I mean, I'm just being honest. I didn't know how. What's a boundary? People just say crazy things to you. People say those words, and they really did hurt me, man. For years after years after years after, I didn't know what it was. You know what? I received my bachelor's degree in social work, and I received my master's in counseling. Then I had to find out about this stuff. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. How many people are out there like me and don't even know it? People are saying horrible things to them. Gamer Crunch says, this lady has found her inner peace. Her level of happiness is unmatched. You are so right. But look how long it took me. What if I would have started at 15 years old? Man, that would have been a long way. A long way. But I didn't. So what am I trying to say? And I have like 4 more minutes. It's time for me to go. What I'm trying to say is, it's never too late to find your inner peace. And that's the inner is the inside of you. You find it and don't let anyone take it away from you. Because no matter how many negative things a person say, no matter what they say or how they said it, I learned from a young age to just keep going. Anybody calling you a moose in school and you got to keep going, guess what? You don't let them words penetrate to you. You just keep going. You keep on traveling. And travel even the harder. The more they say you can't, you keep telling yourself, oh, yes, I can. I will. You might not write it down now, but in the long run, you'll go back and you can say, hey, I made it through. It was hard. No, it wasn't easy. Because now people call you the big ball shot caller, which means you got it on. But they never saw the time when you didn't have it going on. They never saw me behind the closed doors afraid to come out. They didn't see that part. They just saw me coming out like, yeah. Yeah. But now when I come out with boldness. I come out knowing that my help comes from the most highest of highest God, the Heavenly Father, that says that you can make it if you try. You can make it if you know that the strength don't always just rely on you. You have to call on a higher power, higher power to give you strength. And that strength will help you make it through the day. What, man, y'all about to make me go up. Y'all about to make me go off on this thing. Just so excited this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I have to be to work at 8. Yeah, so I'm still excited. But when you're the boss, you can always change times or call someone in, right? Ain't that good? Yeah, okay. Okay. Rim says, we need way more people like her. This live earns a sub. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot. Subscribe and share. See, I never tell. Thank you. Subscribe and share. That's what they say. You know what? I'm just excited. So remember, I was the one that said nobody get on here. I'm still gonna talk because there were so many years that I did not talk. Healthy people respect boundaries. Boundaries might sound like this. I will continue this conversation when we both can speak respectfully. It ain't a one-way conversation no more. You gonna take that time to listen to me, and I'm gonna take that time to listen to you, and then we're gonna come to a healthy agreement. Not that when someone's talking loud, if they're not on Facebook Live trying to be loud so people can hear them, then that's different. But if you're in the same room with me and your voice have to be 3 times louder than me, you are emotionally abusing me. So stop the madness, you know. If you're making jokes at my expense, you are emotionally abusing me. Stop the madness, okay? So it's all about stopping the madness. We need time to think before we respond. This is what I like. You can tell somebody, hey, You know what? They going off and just going crazy. You want some water? You want some tea? You want because what you're doing, you're interrupting their thought patterns of things that they want to say. Because they already have it lined out how they gonna tell you or what they gonna say negative to you. So then you just say, you know what? I you're finna say something, but could you wait just a minute and take you a break and give you a good song and just start singing da 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 and think, I've been down this road before. I'm not gonna let them put me in a bad headspan with them crazy words because this is the crazy word person. So I know it's gonna be something crazy. So I'm gonna jump back in there and say, you know what? I really like those shoes you have on. Those could be the house shoes, but find something positive to say about that person. Therefore, you have diffused that negative thought because now they got to think about, I came in this room to just make them feel bad because I'm feeling bad today. But guess what? You diffuse them because you say, that shirt, it could be the worst, the ugliest shirt they have on. That shirt, I've never seen it before, the way you have it designed. Ain't that something? So you think a positive word to say to them before they come out with that negative stuff. And again, be like Care Bear, just journal things down because journaling does work. They also teach us how to respect ourselves if we set up boundaries. Know what you're going to take and know what you're not going to take. So the strategy, practice setting one healthy boundary to yourself. Confidence grow through repetition, being repeated, being repetitive. Accept your values. One of the greatest goals of emotional abuse is convincing someone they have little values. The truth is, every person has dignity. You got it, but you got to know it. And every person deserves respect. It doesn't matter the religion, doesn't matter the culture, doesn't matter the color, it doesn't matter male or female, crisscross ways or whatever. Every person deserves respect. Everyone. Your value is not determined by someone's opinion because we all have one. Your identity is greater than another person's criticism, how they criticize you. Forget that. I had to learn that, but I never lashed out. This is me lashing out. There is a better way. For those of us who follow Christ, scriptures remind us that every person is created in God's image. Every person is created in the image of Allah, God, Jehovah, the great and mighty Father, whatever your higher power is and whatever the name you call them, you were created in God's, the most highest of highs. This I can't go wrong. The most highest of highs, God, power in his image. He created us. And he put positive inside of us. But the enemy always want to come and bring the negative before the positive. Philip says, I've said some really nasty things that I regret when I was angry. I really wish I stopped and let myself cool down and think about it, what to say. You are so right. I don't know how to tell you this. Me too. So I'm in the Me Too crowd. So just know this is a safe place. Every Thursday morning, here it's Thursday morning. Every Thursday morning at 4 a.m., we can discuss. So if you get angry at me, I know that it's not me that you're angry at. It could be someone that talked or said a word that I said. Or maybe they put they scarf on like I did. But I'm here to say, let's crush emotional abuse. Let's start talking more about that emotional abuse, because that's what's keeping us stuck. Can't go nowhere, just stuck. No, we're moving forward. Replace negative self-talk with truthful affirmation. Instead of saying I am not enough, say I'm growing every day. Instead of always saying I always fail, say I learned from my experience. Your words become seeds that shape your future. And this is one thing you could always say every day in every way. Every day in every way, I am better and better and better. So I can say I'm better today than I was yesterday. So I'm better. You have to encourage yourself. You have to encourage yourself. And with that being said, encouragement, calling out emotional abuse does not always mean shouting. Sometimes it means quietly refusing to participate in unhealthy patterns. Shh, shh. Just quietly walk away. Or say, you know what? I'm going to go get you some water. Because I think you need some water right now at this point. Okay? Sometimes it means choosing peace instead of conflict. Strength, strength instead of being weak. Strengthen is not always loud. Silent is golden because you deserve better. My closing thought, remember today 3 principles. Tell the truth, establish a healthy relationship, a healthy boundary, accept your own values. Healing is possible. Growth is possible. Healthy relationships are possible. You are not defined by what happens to you. You're defined by what you choose to become. What you choose to become. Because no matter what, I'm still glowing. And no matter what, I'm thankful that my mom did name me GLORY, Glory. So this is Tea and Truth with GloryD, emotional abuse on every Thursday. And this is my last one, and I am going to close out with our Father's prayer. It says, my china bowl may have a crack in it, but inside it has nutrients, yummy soup. I can focus on the crack or enjoy it. Oh, I love that. Sometimes this go away. I wish I had a way of screenshotting so I can say those words. I like that. She said the china bowl may have a crack in it, but it still has soup. She can focus on the crack, or she can just indulge in the soup, enjoy the soup because it's yummy. So don't focus on what people say, the negative thing. Turn the negative into a positive and chew on positive words. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Then I have enjoyed my life. You always bring. I have someone in my life. You always bring negativity to my life, and I've told them before, but they shut me down and hurt. Oh my goodness. You know, if when you're telling them they're shutting you down, you just got to show them. Just do the smile and do the walk away. You know, because guess what? We don't have to take that today. So with that being said, let's continue building healthier conversations. And I'm going to close with our Father's prayer. And if you know it, say it to yourself, and let's make this a great day. Okay. Our Heavenly Father in heaven, thank you for being our refuge, our strength, and our source of wisdom. Give us courage to recognize unhealthy behaviors without becoming bitter. Help us speak truth with love. Teach us to establish healthy boundaries. Our Father's prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on and in this earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all that is evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Take those negative words and turn them into positive. Journal, set boundaries for yourself, and live your healthy, best life. Thank you for joining me. Tea and Truth with GloryD every Thursday morning at 4 a.m. Like and share, because guess what? When you subscribe, I can have more than 50 followers now. I get excited because that means if I get more than 50 followers, I can stay on YouTube longer than 30 minutes. I got to go. Have a great day, great morning, great evening. Remember, greatness is you, you bring it on and know what your truth is, and you stand in your truth. Goodbye now. This cap is for you all. Thank you for sharing with me. I've gained knowledge.